are getting less strict. We don't have to wear masks, and I'm very disappointed because many people will probably die because of
Yeah.
this situation.
Yeah, I mean, this is happening everywhere that they keep. I mean, it's a repeated cycle. They put everybody in lockdown, things get better, they open things up again, things get worse again, and they do this before everybody has a chance to get vaccinated. And yeah, it's very frustrating. I understand where you're
And
coming
just a
from.
second
I will.
about
Yeah, sure.
vaccination. Um,
Hmm.
I heard that the previous group had problems with getting vaccinated, but in our university, everyone um, can freely get a vaccine if
Wow.
he or she wants to. Yes, um, if I'm not mistaken, uh, the people can. But personally, I hesitate because I have health issues, asthma.
Hmm.
My lungs, they are not very healthy, so
Hmm.
so this vaccine can affect them. Uh, well, that's it. So
Does
I
the does
hesitate.
does the doctor say just your fear?
I have allergy also, so so the doctors say that, and just
The doc
I
there's a the doctor says you shouldn't take the vaccine.
doctors say that I shouldn't risk and take the and uh, get vaccinated because they don't know the um, oh, just a second. They don't know what my reaction could be
I see.
after the vaccine. So I can die because of allergy or
I
because of my lung issues. So
I
it's.
see. I see. I
But
see. So
mm,
go ahead. Go ahead.
if I didn't have this my health, I would get vaccinated. I'm 100% sure.
Right. Right. Yeah. So I just want to very quickly bring up a, a term. It's called herd immunity, and I don't know if any of you know what. Probably a lot of you know what this means. But herd immunity is what we need to happen so that all the people who are healthy, who are able to get the vaccine, they can go ahead and get. And then when you have 90 or 95% of the people vaccinated, the ones who can get it, then they doesn't have anywhere to go. And so the people like you who can't get the vaccine will be protected. And so that's what we're hoping for, is to get herd immunity someday. I hope that that will happen. Okay, I will be
Yeah.
hidden. How about you? Where are you
I'm
from?
from Turkey, and I can start with, I don't know, like the cases are lowering here.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lockdown, and many people didn't go outside, and because of that, cases are lowering, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, people don't want to, uh, right now, don't want to, I don't know, get in a crowded place right now. I don't know why. Uh,
You don't know
Before,
why?
yeah, I don't know why. I have no idea. But
The,
because, not because they're afraid of corona or something like that, because uh, I mean, from 2 months before, I think, yeah, 3 months maybe, a lot of people who were going to outside, who were hanging out together, and right now streets are all empty. I don't know why.
I know I don't want to get in a crowded place. It's not a mystery to me. Uh,
Yeah, me too, but many people was thinking the opposite thing, but I don't know. They just changed their mind.
yeah, like if I go into it, I
Case,
tried to go into a store the other
case.
day because I've been vaccinated. So I was like, okay, maybe I can try this. But there's so many people not wearing masks, and I live with a person who's like paranoid. He can take the vaccine, but the vaccine does not work for him because his immune system is suppressed. So I have to be very, very, very careful because the vaccine doesn't work 100%. So I go into this store, I see all these people, either they're not wearing a mask or they wear a mask around their mouth, but not their nose.
Yeah.
And I just freaked out. I just turned around and I left because I can't take the risk. I can't take the chance.
Actually, only once or twice I didn't take my mask when I'm going out, and it was about buying some bread, yeah, to the shop. I was going to the shop, and I was so like I was anxious, I can say. And
Yes.
when I go to the street, I was like, what is going on here? And nobody's using his mask or her mask. What is going on? Like I see
Yeah.
something like 6 or 7 people, but they're not wearing any mask. Like any of them are not wearing not mask, and that was kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I know
And
I mean, outside, if you're outside and you're not close to anybody, I can understand it. But in a crowded city, I would always
yeah,
want to have a mask, even outside.
and my emotions got mixed when
Yeah.
I when I see it. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, Nick.
yeah. No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
Did you have something else?
No, I
Okay.
wasn't talking.
Okay. Nick, how about you?
I'm from India. I'm a
What?
registered nurse. I'm from India, and
Uh-huh.
I'm a registered nurse at a local hospital. So I throw some lights of the real situations of India. We are having not only corona patients, but there are some other disease like recently are surge in mucormycosis, which are very likely to happen if COVID likely happen to the COVID patients, in which we are using so much immunosuppression to decrease the inflammations of COVID, so that this black fungus is very likely to happen to COVID recovered patients.
Mhm. Mhm.
And,
So you said you're a registered nurse. Is that what you said? Your connection's a little bit bad, so it's a little hard to
yes,
understand.
I'm a registered nurse.
Okay. And do you work directly with COVID patients?
Yes, I directly work at COVID isolation wards.
Mm, okay. And are you vaccinated?
Yes, I got my two shots of vaccine.
Good, good. So do you feel relatively safe now that you've been vaccinated?
No, I think I apart from that got vaccinated, I also to maintain the for wear the PPE kit to save because of the secondary precautions, and we also maintain the distance while giving a treatment with the patients.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, your connection's a little bit bad, so it's a little hard for me to understand everything you said, but I appreciate your perspective as a nurse who's working directly with patients. I appreciate that. Harry,
Yeah,
how about you?
hello.
Where where
I'm from Belgium, and
Okay.
the situation here is a little bit different. Like we have a pretty good situation. Like really low numbers. Statistics are really low on the corona, and but the problem is that the people are still very paranoid, even if the numbers are really low. So it's been now a year and maybe a half that we are on distance school and wearing masks literally everywhere. Uh, Even if since a few months the numbers are really low. So
Well, don't you think the numbers are maybe low because people are taking these precautions?
well, in December they let us a little bit more free, and
Mhm.
even with that, the numbers didn't go up much. So I don't really understand why the people are still very paranoid. I I understand that we have to be uh, very precautious, but too much is too much. And like I have a lot of friends and contacts that are mentally real on their limits that they can't take it anymore.
Yeah, yeah. There's a big psychological effect, and yeah, we have to. It is a balancing act to try to say, okay, uh, yeah, we know that making people the lockdown makes things the disease better, but it also has an effect on people's mental health. So yeah, that's a very good point that you brought up. And are vaccines available to everyone in Belgium now?
Yeah, pretty everyone can take it if he wants to.
And have you been vaccinated?
I mean, not yet, no. But I'm 17 years old, so I have no problem. I'm not a priority. So
Oh, so so it's not available to your age group yet,
yes, it's
or
available. 40 years old. Yeah, you
oh,
have to be 40 years old. Yeah.
oh, okay, got it. Okay, all right. Thanks for everybody. We're gonna have to move to the next group. If you could click move to audience, and
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead to the next group, which will
Maggie,
be yes,
Roddy had a little bit connection issues. Can I invite him? Like he was supposed to be in
yes,
the previous.
yes,
Yeah, can
yes. Of course, of course, of course.
I? Okay, Roddy, you have an invite.
So we'll just do him, and then Pluto and Llama. Hey, Pluto.
How's it going?
Good.
Good, good.
Where are you from, Pluto?
I'm from Indonesia.
Okay.
So, yeah, I can share a bit about COVID. Um, Actually, last January, the whole family, like my whole family was positive. So, yeah, the whole house, including my 95-year-old grandma.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, and I was pretty worried because I was the first one who got tested positive, and
Hmm.
the lab analyst came to our house and like tested everyone, and everyone turned out to be positive. But it was that moment, like the whole family like getting up together. It was like a military, let's get up and let's have breakfast, let's drink our medicine, and let's take our vitamins, and let's get some rest, let's take a nap. And it was sort of like an experience that a togetherness between me and my family. And we were asymptotic, the we didn't have any symptoms. So if we were like to go out during when we were positive, nobody would notice that we were actually COVID positive. That was actually the clue that we were so scared. After that moment, I was scared of everyone, like meeting anyone outside my house, because you could never tell whether somebody has the virus or not. I was positive and I didn't feel a thing. I was just had a fever, and it was like I took a precaution and I got myself tested, and just I was positive. So I told my mom, and my mom is actually a part of the government's, is it like a system that taking care of COVID situation here in Indonesia, to be exact, is one of the area in near Jakarta. So everyone was like my mom like still work outside the house because this part of the team that takes care of the pandemic, and my dad also part of the governments, and well, it's just me and who stays at home. And since then, I basically like cherished every moment with my family ever since then, because you could never know what's gonna happen, like COVID. That moment is just like, it was, I was like so worried, I could never sleep. My back was hurt so bad. I had like I had trouble breathing at the morning in the morning, but it was like I could handle it. So it's not as bad as I've seen on TV, but yeah, it was
See,
maybe,
I thought you said you were asymptomatic. It sounds like you did
yeah,
have some symptoms.
some symptoms, but not as bad as like I had to go to ICU, or like,
Oh,
yeah, I
okay,
had,
okay, okay.
yeah, it wasn't that bad. I could like, okay, just morning, because I have asthma as well. So it's like my morning routine. I have like trouble breathing. So I thought that, oh, it's just an asthma, but
Right,
turns
right,
out,
right.
yeah, but this one
So
is kind of hard to
yeah, so I'm
breathe.
going to actually, I'm typing this word in Conversation Club chat because it's a nice word.
Mm-hmm.
Asymptomatic. A lot of people, you can get the coronavirus, you can actually get the virus, but have no symptoms of it, but you can carry it and you can spread it to other things. And when that happens, it's called asymptomatic. You are asymptomatic. You have it, but you don't show any symptoms of it. So that's a really good word. Okay,
Yeah.
innocent priest. How about you?
Oh, hi everybody.
Hi.
So I can totally relate with the Pluto project because me and my whole family got she says not that the whole military analogy is perfect. It's like I can totally relate with that because we had to like do all the medication, take medication in time and eat a lot of like veggies and stuff. We had to do that in time and stuff. So that was I kind of liked it, but yeah. But the thing is, I don't want to. I really want to touch on the positive side of this pandemic because I know it's like it's a negative thing, but there are some positive thing that came out
Mm-hmm.
during the pandemic. Like a lot of people finally has time, finally had time to like work on their hobbies and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which they usually don't get time for.
Mhm.
So if I have to talk about myself, I used to paint, but then because of college and stuff, because of study, I couldn't continue it. But now I got back to it, and I'm doing pretty good in my opinion. So I think a lot of people can relate with me on that. Yeah, and yeah, that's all.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate your sharing your experience. Lama,
Hello there.
hi.
So I'm from Bangladesh too, and someone already talked about like this most of the situation, like the the problems in Bangladesh. So I'm not gonna try to repeat the same thing and take up too much time. But like the main like I'm just like I just want to talk about like the problems I've personally seen and maybe some like advantages. So first of all, like as disadvantages, like the vaccines aren't available. So pretty much the age is also restricted, so like people my age can't get the vaccine, and my mother could, but there is this certain group of people who don't trust the present vaccines. I mean, I don't know what category they go to, whether like anti-vaxxers or like they wouldn't question whether you like whether you go or not, like at least my mom wouldn't, like at least she wouldn't personally get it because she just doesn't trust it at the moment. And there's some political stuff connected to it as well. So, and then there's the part about the masks. whenever I go outside, which is very rare, I either go outside for either like get some snacks, or I just go to visit my grandma and like my cousins and stuff. So whenever I go outside, maybe I see like one like I make sure to have a small bottle of sanitizer, hand sanitizer, and like always wear a mask. I don't forget my mask. And I make sure to remind my mom and dad too, because well, maybe their maybe my immune system could handle it, but their might not be able to, because they might be their immune system might be compromised in some way or the other. I mean, I'm not like specialized in biology, but my mom and dad already have like some not even disease, like I don't know what category their bodies are compromised pretty much. Like I don't know how to describe it specifically. And
Right. Yeah. I
yeah,
got you.
like diabetes. So like I don't even
Hmm.
like know what category that puts it in. So I don't yeah. So and like most of the stuff, like not most, like all of our education has moved online, which has been a pretty big disadvantage to me, because I get distracted easily, and sitting on my laptop or my phone, anything from like a YouTube notification or someone who wants to just chat, like anything can distract me from class, which is like a disadvantage to me. Plus whenever like buying books is a problem too, so the easiest solution that comes to mind is just use PDF files for the book. And I found that like reading, like going through those is like difficult for me, because I just get distracted easily, because well, I'm sitting on my laptop, which can pretty much has all my games, and like
Yes.
everything like is right around the corner. I just have to click.
Yes.
And
Yes.
when it comes to school, you're actually like in a situation where there's nothing else but to do but study. It's not like I
Yes.
hate studying, but like it takes my mind off it.
Yes, exactly. No, I know exactly. If I were a student today, I'm not sure how good I would be, because all it you can be on your computers, trying to get something done, and then all it takes is one ping from Discord, and then boom, you're off, for hours.
Yeah,
Distracted.
exactly.
Yeah, I totally understand. Okay, we're going to have to move to the next group. Thanks, guys, for sharing. If you could click move to audience, and then we're going to invite Tufan, Hi, Hey Gonzalez, and Zodiac.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello?
hi, guys. Hi.
Hi.
Hello? Yes, we can hear you, Gonzalez.
Okay. I think the most difficult side of the COVID-19 is can get out of your comfort zone. Okay, we all of get pissed and disgust being at home and stand in front of your computers, personal computers. But we are getting into stick on our comfort zone day by day, actually, and it's become harder to get out of from it. I think it's the
Yes.
most difficult part of it.
Yeah, I
And,
get that. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like I feel like I never want to go to the grocery store again. We order all of our groceries online, and I don't even want to. I'm like, maybe I'll never ever go to the grocery store again if I don't have to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. As for me, I compel myself to get out for a walk every day. But when it comes to socializing with my friends, by my country, cafes and restaurants are open up recently in the last Monday. But I don't want to socialize. Even if I was an extrovert person before the COVID-19 and I missed socializing with my friends, I don't want
Yeah.
to, even if I was, like I said, extrovert. That's
Yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah, I totally get that. Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
From Turkey. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I totally get that. It's like I have never been comfortable around crowds, but now it's like times 100 before, than what it was before. It's like I don't like being around big groups of people, and I don't know if that's ever going to go away. I think a lot of people have been traumatized because it makes them afraid of social situations, and this is probably going to have some lasting effect for this generation.
Yeah, and we're expecting to opening schools. I go to university, and next year we will be not last year in university, and the recent news has announced that the university is also will be open in September. But I can't even get glad and happy because I'm afraid of school even if I miss my friends.
Yeah. I mean, I would be afraid too, especially, I mean, if you could get vaccinated and everybody could get vaccinated before, maybe it wouldn't be so scary, but I would be scared too. I don't blame you for being scared. Um, Tofan, you're from Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
How's it
So,
going there?
well, everything going to be fine. Some places may limit visitors, like restaurant may limit the visitor. Public transportation, there are X mark on some seat that shouldn't be placed, and usually there's a place to wash hand in some public places like grocery store. Yeah, and even in grocery store they check the temperature, something like that.
That's great. That's great. So before you can walk into the grocery store, they take your temperature. So they are being very cautious.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah, I wish they would do that here, but of course, people would in the United States don't like all kinds of people saying it's against my freedom. You're taking my freedom away from me.
Yeah,
So,
legendary. The
yeah.
legend.
so so that's great that Turkey is seems to be taking some sensible precautions. And how old are you, Tufan, if you don't mind me asking?
Around 25 years old.
Hmm. And when will the vaccine be available to you? Do you know?
I'm not sure. Not
Will
sure
you
about
get
that.
vaccinated when it's available?
Yep, maybe.
Maybe, just maybe. Why is the maybe?
Actually, well, actually it's available, but only for older age. Older
It's
age is the
available now,
priority
right?
first. Yes,
Right.
only
But
for older
but what?
age.
But when it is available, will you get vaccinated?
Absolutely, because
Oh,
I want to
okay.
be healthy.
Great, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Okay, Zodiac.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm from
Hey.
Turkey.
Mhm,
I'm 17 and I'm studying at high school, the third
mhm,
class, and it's like language department.
mhm.
Actually, in Turkey, the situation is not good at all. In my city, uh the industry areas, you know, the people not don't wear masks. Any people don't wear masks in my city. That's so bad to us. And when they go into market or something kind of like that. Oh wait, I got so much pink. I can't hear you well.
Fun, could you mute yourself? I think there we go.
This is the
All right.
problem with me because I can't hear
No,
you.
you can't
Uh,
hear me now?
now I can hear you. Like
Okay, good.
1 minute ago, I can't hear you.
All right, you're
You
good.
hear
I think
me what I say?
I hear you. You're good. I think we did some background noise. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
The people does not I don't know the other cities, but they're not cautious. I don't know if they old, they don't wear masks. They young, they don't wear masks. It doesn't matter. They all working. I am working too, but I'm using masks every time. I'm changing my mask, but any people wear masks. That's so bad situation. And wait, I'm not a racist, but Syrians are in Turkey. In my city, there's so much, and they don't wear masks at all. I can't hear you if you speak.
I'm still here. I'm just listening. I'm trying not to interrupt.
Okay. Sorry, but it's my first time.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
And Turkey brought 120 million doses vaccine. I don't know is it true or not, but if they use this, that remains 20 million people not unvaccinated, and it will be good for us. We can't
Yeah.
hear you, bro.
Okay. So, all right. So it looks like we have some differing opinion. And I'm sure it's the same as in every country. Like in some places, it's better than others. Like we have Tofan, or who's the background noise coming from now?
Fine.
Yeah, Tufan, you need to keep on mute because your background noise is really, really bad. Okay. Yeah, even like in every country, you have places where there's people that the situation is not so bad because people are more cautious and more people are getting the vaccine. And we can even if you look at a map of the United States, I mean, you can look by color on the states, and there's some states where they're really getting it under control. But Texas, where I live, it's
Yeah.
one of the worst because nobody wants to wear a mask. Nobody wants to get vaccinated. Nobody trusts the government. Everybody thinks it's a hoax.
Actually,
And so
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
please.
Okay.
Please.
In Turkey, the old people wants to get vaccinated, but not at all. But the just say, oh, okay, all people wants to get vaccinated, but they don't want to wear masks, and it's so bad everywhere. In my city,
Yeah.
you just can find they using masks. They're clean and something kind of like that, but you can't find Turkey's most people don't wear masks and don't get cautious about virus.
Can
They
I
don't care
interrupt
about.
here? I also from Turkey too.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. Actually, it's forbidden to not wearing mask in the closed areas
Yeah.
like groceries or some things. But in the outside, you don't really have to wear masks. If you are complaining from this,
Yeah, you
I don't know.
don't have to wear mask. They don't wear mask at bazaars or something kind of like that. They are so wait. I just forgot what to say.
I think I
The
Okay.
understand
city police.
They're so crowded and nobody wears mask. Nobody uses mask. And older people actually they don't care about. They just saying virus is a lie. I don't care. We just passed 2 weeks. Wait. We just 2 weeks restriction and nothing changed. It's so bad.
so. Hey, Gonzalez, you were saying that inside they have to wear masks, but outside they don't. And then Zodiac said,
No,
"Yeah, go ahead."
it is compelling in two ways. You also have to wear mask outside and inside.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Okay.
what was that name?
Yeah,
A
It's a
rule,
rule.
law,
It's an order.
regulation.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
regulation. But
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
But I think when people go for a walk, get into crowded places, they don't have to wear masks. This is my opinion, and I also don't wear masks as long as I don't see any police or city police or something.
Yeah. If I'm outside and I'm
And no
far
one
away,
is around here. I'm
yeah,
not.
and no one's. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, and nobody's around me. Yes, I am the same. I don't wear a mask, but
Because I
but
need
like
fresh
Zodiac
air,
is
you
saying,
know.
yeah. But like Zodiac is saying, if you're outside and you're in a crowd, there's people all around you, like in a bazaar, and it's crowded. I would not feel safe without a mask in that
I don't
situation.
know. Actually, I don't know which city he lives in, but in my city, I'm living in capital city. By the way, everyone's wear masks. Yeah. So they don't. They have to because police are detecting. Police are everywhere.
not at all.
Yeah.
Not
If
at
you
all.
don't, you.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but
isn't
not
that?
at all. The
We're.
policies don't use
It seems
masks.
that we are in different cities, and this can't be differentiating.
Gonzalez
Yeah.
is right, but inside, the people uses masks for their chin. Just
Yes.
when I'm riding bike, I don't use mask. But when I'm walking or something kind of like that, I everyone use masks. But the old people using a mask for their chin, and
Yeah.
they say I have a mask, bro. This
Yeah.
don't works.
I know. Yeah, I know. It doesn't work if you wear it on your chin. Okay, guys, I love this discussion, but we have to move on to the next group. Thank you so much for
Thank you for the
sharing.
stage.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Okay, so now we're going.
Maggie, can I invite Rory?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Let's give it. We'll have 4 people on for this time. So that's, and I know Roddy has been having connection problems, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so Roddy, you've been trying to get on here. You've been having connection problems, so let's see if we can get you talking this time.
Hello.
Hi. So where are you from?
Oh, I'm from India.
Okay. Tell us about your experience.
You guys have talked much about India, you know. I'm not left with not much to say, you know. But yeah.
Well, you can tell about your personal experience.
Personal. It was, you know, pretty bad with me, you know. I was in high school, you know, when it was lockdown, and you know, our student life is, you know, so much fucked up. You know, like transition from, you know, offline studies to online studies, it was a huge jump, you know. Like there are a lot of distractions, you know. I mean, like you are in an online class and somebody pings you, and there you go, you waste your like maybe the whole day heading to some
Yes.
yeah, on this
absolutely.
Yeah.
And are you cautious? Like, do you take what kind of precautions are in effect in your city right now?
It was pretty bad actually. I mean, when it was lockdown, I mean, everyone was so careful, you know. Everyone was using sanitizers and masks, you know. But when things open up, you know, just after the second wave and all, I mean, no one gives a damn about all the stuff. So,
yeah.
Yeah, everyone, you know, just never uses his or her mask.
I know, it's so funny. It's like when it first broke out, everybody was terrified, even though the numbers were much lower. But everybody was terrified. Everybody was washing their hands constantly.
Yeah.
Now the numbers are so high, but people are just sick of it. They're tired, you know?
Exactly.
And is that the way? Go ahead. Please.
Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, you can go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were going to say something. I want you to go.
No, it was nothing actually.
Okay. Well, so what about you? Like, do you still wash your hands a lot? Do you wear your mask all the time, or are you one of those people that are just like, I'm sick of it. I'm just going to do what I want?
No, I'm not among those people, sick of it. I'm,
Hmm.
I follow all those, the rules and regulations, set by the government.
Okay.
But I barely go out, so it barely affects me.
I'm sorry. You said what? So it barely affects you. I
I
didn't catch what
barely
you said
go
before
out,
that.
so it never affects.
Oh, so you hardly went out before, right? So so your life hasn't changed
Yeah,
very
I
much.
mean it a bit, and I was a procrastinator back then, and now I'm a master procrastinator.
Well, you used to go out to school though, right? So your life changed that way.
Yeah.
All right. Um, are you are you looking forward to school opening up again?
I'm still unaffected, because the government canceled our exams just yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just
So so
seeking admission in the college.
okay, so you have no idea when things are going to go back to normal then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping for the best, and I'm hoping that you guys can get the vaccine uh, distributed in a timely way there to get it to slow down over there. Aris,
Yeah. Hey.
Aris, hi.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey, but I live in Belgium.
Okay.
By the way, it's a great coincidence that Zaktar is also here, because he's also a friend of mine. He called us with some other friend. The situation in Belgium, it's not very complicated. It's actually getting better day by day. By the way, I live with my friends in Brussels, and yeah, we got the cafe zone. We can go to cafes, sit under terraces, drink our coffees or beer or whatever. And yeah, it's getting better day by day. We can get vaccinated, but yeah, it's by age, I'm 21. It will be my time in like 2 months, two months or something, I guess. But in the end of this summer, they are talking about getting rid of the masks. That will be great. It really will, because this corona, this virus, I was infected once. This is just a nightmare. It just changed the way we live, changed the way we look at the world. I just feel weird, when I don't wear a mask. It just doesn't feel right anymore, and that's just. I mean, you wear your clothes. That's right, but it just became a clothing for me. The mask.
Right.
That sucks.
Well, I mean, at least you got used to it. I mean, it's not so bad, right? It's better than the mask bothering you all the time. It sounds like you forget that you had it on. So, um, but proud of you for wearing it all the time. That's great.
Yeah, we have to. We really have to. It's only for the terraces if you sit under a terrace. But if you don't sit under a terrace or stay in a zone that is suburban, you know, if you're not in suburban, then you have to do it. I live in, the biggest city in Belgium, so yeah, I have to
So,
use it.
so are restaurants open, like for
No,
indoor dining, indoor eating? They're not open. Okay.
it's just outdoor eating terraces.
Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, so that
Yeah,
makes sense. Because I was going to say, how could you eat inside? That would not make sense.
yeah.
Okay.
But it will
Yeah.
be opened in like a month or something. It's getting better day by day. I think it's like a month from now.
Well, good, good, and I hope enough people are vaccinated by then that when you reopen,
Yeah,
the cases will not start to rise.
I
Zek
do hope
Zektiar?
so.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Zektiar?
yeah. Hello,
Hi.
I'm
Hi.
from Turkey. I am
Uh-huh.
19 right now. I am a university student. I will be a nurse when I graduate, but I don't even go to my university and can't join laboratory